Welcome back, everybody,
Oh yeah, welcome.
to another Serving Scandalist podcast episode.
Oh yeah.
And this episode is all about people overstepping their boundaries today.
Oh Lord, people always trying to overstep.
Always. So, we have some quite interesting and juicy topics to discuss.
Mm.
I'm sure we've all had experiences with people overstepping their boundaries.
Oh yeah, always.
Now, all of us don't talk to Reddit,
True.
but here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our Patreon members.
What's going on with y'all?
Are you ready for the first story?
Oh yeah.
Are these boundaries being crossed?
Oh Lord.
Mm.
What they doing?
This one is a quite odd situation. You don't hear this every day, so let's just jump right on in.
Okay.
My future daughter-in-law lives in a fantasy world and I'm the main character.
Okay.
Creep.
Mm.
Have y'all ever seen the movie Creep?
Oh yeah, that's
Good.
a good movie.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm a 41-year-old dad with 2 kids, a son aged 22 and a daughter aged 20. I'm very close to my kids and my son is engaged. His fiance seems nice but is a bit pushy, trying to create relationships with me and my wife. She isn't close to her own family. She told us many stories why. Most of it seems like common family issues, but it's not my place to judge. I don't walk in her shoes.
Yeah.
We've tried to be welcoming, but she forces her way into family traditions where she wouldn't naturally be invited. She's been calling my daughter sis since her and my son have only been dating a few months. But what really gets under my skin the most is she wants me to be like a father to her. Not because we've clicked naturally or anything. We are very different people, not saying it in a bad way, just saying it's not based on how we've connected. Our family has a tradition when the kids come over. We have a private catch-up in my office before they leave, which is now even more important after me and their mom divorced a few years ago. I'm now remarried, but they are not comfortable having personal conversations in front of my wife yet, so I really enjoy this special time I have with them in my office. My son's fiance asked if we could now have those talks. I explained that this is a tradition for me and my children, but my son asked me to do it.
They pushing.
Saying that she never had a caring conversation with her dad. We compromised that I would not include her in our tradition, but that I would meet her for coffee and let her talk.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Then she started calling me dad.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
They weren't even engaged at that point. My son pulled me aside and begged me to allow her to call me dad. He gave me the whole speech about me being the dad she's always wanted. He told me she cried watching me and my daughter together. I don't like it, but I do feel bad for her, I guess. She wants me to walk her down the aisle and do a father-daughter dance.
Dang. She asking for a lot.
She is.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk her down the aisle. I also walk with a cane, and dancing is very hard. At my own wedding, I only danced twice, with my wife and then with my mom, and then I sat down.
I feel that.
Right? He said I did the 2 dances I had to do.
You feel me?
My son is begging me to do one of the 2, preferably walking her down the aisle.
Your son asking for a lot for his fiance. Jesus. Okay.
I can tell you how to put a stop to this.
What?
The daughter. Because ain't no way you asking my dad to do that for you. I'm the daughter. That whole walking down the aisle, first dance, not the first dance between husband and wife, but the father-daughter dance, that's for me. I don't know who the hell you think you are.
Oh,
But the daughter could shut this whole thing down.
She good.
And that's just period. I wish some little girl fell out the sky asking my daddy to do anything like that. I'm putting an end to it right now.
I wonder if the daughter know about all this though, all these requests and everything.
I'm sure if I was the daughter, I would find out.
Okay.
And I would put a stop to it. I'll be like, Daddy, don't worry about it. I got it.
I feel
Because
you.
I don't care about me and her beefing.
I feel you.
That's how you put a stop to this. Get your sister involved. But anywho, well, the daughter, because the son wanted. They came over last weekend while my son and I were talking. She walked into my office without knocking and asked if he told me yet. I said, told me what?
Right.
My son said she wanted me to say something about me having a second daughter now in my wedding speech and how I love her so much.
Oh my gosh. What?
I just looked at him like this.
Right.
I can't keep a straight face. She started asking about things I would do at my daughter's wedding and how she's my daughter now, too. I explained to her that this is not the same.
Exactly.
There are certain traditions that are reserved for my actual daughter, and the actual daughter would be getting her together if it was me.
She's trying to take all this away from the daughter.
This my daddy.
Right.
So sorry you and your daddy don't have a good relationship, but I don't know what you think this is.
That's crazy.
Over my dead body.
Oh my goodness.
And that'd be it.
No, I feel you.
My dad don't even have to get his hands dirty. I'll get them dirty.
No, I feel you.
I'll be the bad guy. No problem with
No,
it.
she's just trying to take. Yeah, she's trying to take everything away from
I feel like you trying to take it from me.
the
I got a personal
father-daughter
problem right
tradition.
with you.
Yeah.
This is personal.
No, I feel you.
I tried to explain that I'll talk about her being a happy new addition to our family and that I love how happy she makes my son, but I thought that was a good compromise. But she started crying.
Not you crying.
My son apologized and they left. But then he called me when they got home begging me to say I love her and that she's a new daughter of mine in my speech. Am I the asshole?
No.
Not at all.
We're not.
This is a boundary that is being crossed. And why are we acting like this is normal? Ma'am, go away from me with this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, stick the sister on her. That'll fix this.
I mean, to me, too, the son got a problem, too, egging this on and, approving all of this and asking the dad to be like, please say yes.
But the son to realize, sir, this is your fiance. You the one in love with her, not us. You move mountains for her, not me.
Right.
And so since you don't have no control over this, because this really ain't got nothing to do with you as far as the speech and the father-daughter dance, that ain't got nothing to do with the groom. You need to mind your business.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And so the father don't feel like he, because, men don't want to come off being mean to a woman.
Feel that.
I'll be like, Daddy, don't worry about it. I got it. Because, see, now it's a more equal playing field if the sister handle it and this woman on woman.
That's why I'm trying to see if the sister even knows about it. But she might not. Yeah, ridiculous.
What y'all think?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the only child in me. I couldn't imagine somebody playing with my daddy like that. I could not imagine. I full on snap.
No, I think even not being the only child, I think any sister would probably be like, why are you trying to take my dad away from me and my first times and my tradition I'm supposed to have with my dad?
And that's the only daughter.
Right.
So it's not like she even shares her dad with a sister.
Right.
So I can see her standing up and getting this handled.
Yeah, it's insane.
Little Miss Crazy Fiance.
Those is big requests.
That is weird. I mean, do you know how many people don't have good relationships with their dad and they don't do weird stuff like this? There's no excuse.
Right.
Like,
nah, she definitely pushing craziness.
it's unfortunate, but many people don't have good relationships with their family. Girl, learn to deal with it. There's plenty of brides that don't have a dad walk them down the aisle. Where do you have a brother, an uncle, a cousin?
And even when he said, "Here, I'll say, hey, you're a great addition to the family and whatnot," she started crying
because he didn't say he loved her and that she's like a daughter to him.
Because she didn't get what she wanted.
Exactly.
But she got something.
Girl, control your man. Because you don't control nothing over here. That's what the daughter should be saying. My brother, that's who you got wrapped around your finger, baby. You ain't doing nothing over here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Watch it. Watch it.
I feel you. It's a lot. She coming on strong. Yeah.
Crying, begging my daddy to do something crazy like that. Are you nuts?
Right.
You done lost your mind, but I'm going to help you find it. You want to know what some of the commenters had to say?
Oh, yeah.
Not the asshole. You have boundaries. The fiance sounds like she has developed this fantasy involving your family. That can't be healthy. And she's yelling at you. You will tell people you love me. You will tell people I'm your second daughter. You will have a good time at my wedding. Red flag. And I agree.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I ain't got my red flag. I wasn't prepared.
I agree, commenter.
No, I feel you.
Next comment. Not the asshole. There are obviously several red flags. which your son has chosen to ignore. However, it's unfair of him to expect you and the rest of the family to be required to cater to her irrational whims and behavior. She's obviously very manipulative, likes being the center of attention, and feels entitled to have everything her way. The only way to deal with people like her is to set boundaries and stick to them. Otherwise, she will walk all over you and your family.
Well, she will. That's what she's trying to do right now.
Not the asshole. She needs therapy. She's clearly starved from some kind of family and desperate enough to try to infiltrate yours, and is obviously overstepping boundaries. I don't feel good about your son marrying her. She sounds pretty unstable.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
Yeah.
But I feel that.
Something wrong with her. My vote is get the daughter to do it.
Her request ain't going to stop. If she coming at this pace, she going to start asking for more stuff and more stuff and more stuff, even after the wedding.
I done said what I got to say.
Yeah, I feel it.
Y'all say what y'all got to say in the comments.
Yeah, what y'all think about this situation?
Y'all could tell I'm hungry. Y'all said y'all like hangry, Lauren. Here I am.
Oh, my goodness.
It's time for food. Okay, this next story. I am so conflicted. I am torn, guys. And I'm torn because is this right or is this wrong?
Depends.
And I'm usually very clear in my stance on what's right and what's wrong in life. But this one's hard.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Am I the asshole for threatening to call CPS to come get my husband's affair baby?
Yeah, we're going to see. Affair baby? Oh, my gosh.
Here we go. Is this a baby? Come, all right, here,
Yeah,
let's just get into it. I'm 53. My husband is 47. My husband had an affair and I forgave him. Problem.
Dang.
That forgiveness now comes with a love child.
Jeez. That's crazy.
That's why I said problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
The tramp he cheated with is 22.
Wow.
She dropped the baby off at his job 4 months ago and said, "Here, you have it. I can't do it no more." We have not seen or heard from her since.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish my husband would cheat and father a child with a woman half his age, young enough to be his own damn child. And then she a deadbeat mama and then drop the baby off at my doorstep.
That's crazy.
That's too much for me.
No, that's crazy.
Some of y'all women is real strong.
I feel it.
Not me.
Oh, my goodness.
Delicate. Soft.
Delicate.
I can't deal with that.
No, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
And y'all, we just said that was what first few sentences.
Right.
Let's continue. I allowed the baby to stay so long as I didn't have to do anything. And I mean anything.
Wow.
That's so unrealistic.
It's a guy.
About a month ago, my husband had a heart attack. He's still alive, but is very weak and is incapable of doing anything for himself. Since he can't care for himself, he definitely can't care for an infant. He can't even do drop off and pick up at daycare. I have been helping out, but I'm done. My kids are grown, and I shouldn't have any grandkids anytime soon. I have no desire to care for a baby. I wouldn't want to care for a baby at 53 either. That's not my grandchild.
Right.
Knows my husband old behind, giving some little girl his worms, and now she got a baby that she done dropped off. I told my husband I want a divorce, and I contacted the tramp's parents.
Wow.
I know the father through some friends. I said that they had until Friday to come get their grandchild, or I was calling CPS.
Wow.
They scolded me for being so cold towards a baby who had done me no harm. I honestly don't care what they think. My husband is recovering and I'll be moving out soon. I work and I don't need anything out of this marriage except for myself. My kids tried telling me to stay and help their father. I said, "You are welcome to come over and clean him and the baby." Both of them declined. I thought it was a fair offer. I do not feel that I am doing anything wrong, but my husband, our kids, the baby's family, and a few mutual friends think I am. So tell me, am I the asshole?
Oh, my goodness. No. The husband's affair baby.
You gonna call CPS?
No.
That's what she's saying. She's calling CPS.
That's a little wild.
You just said no, she not the asshole.
I mean, sure. They gotta be taken care of. The kid gotta be taken care of at the end of the day, right?
This
I'm
is why I'm
leaving.
torn. This is not her responsibility.
Right.
This is her husband's love child.
Right.
But you forgave him with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all had an agreement that you didn't have no. You said the baby could come, the baby could do whatever, as long as I don't have to take care of the baby. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now your husband had a health problem. I understand that this is not your child, and this is supposed to be on the mama and him.
Mm-hmm.
I do not feel bad that you don't want nothing to do with this child, have to raise it, and it be your responsibility. But is there anything else we can do besides calling CPS?
I feel that part.
She said, baby, I did. I called the husband's daddy.
She did.
But basically said, if you don't come get this child, I mean, if you...
What else you gonna do?
Drop the baby off to the daddy. Pack the baby up and bring it to the daddy.
That might be worse. If the daddy ain't trying to take care of the baby in the first place, you dropping them off at somebody's place that they're not even trying to take care of them, it might end up worse for them.
So she thinks CPS is the right.
She don't know what to do.
She just knows she out.
You're right. I don't know. That's just a terrible situation.
Drop the baby off to your kid's house. That's their sibling.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the CPS part is the part that got me torn.
I feel that. I feel that 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's the asshole or not. It's the dad's the asshole.
And the mama for running off.
And the mama for running off. And then she called the grandparents too, right?
And she called the girls, the mama's dad. Right. So the grandfather of the child.
And he said no.
He didn't say no. He just said that they was like, you wrong for doing this. The baby ain't did nothing to you. Obviously, they had to say no, because why she writing Reddit?
Right. They're the asshole.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to find
this baby a home before she did.
Right, because she says she wasn't signing up for that. Off rip.
Yeah.
So the mom's the asshole, the grandparents is the asshole, the dad's the asshole.
Well, the dad is just sick. Well, the dad is still an asshole for cheating.
Yeah, and putting everybody in that situation. They all assholes, but not her, to me. The CPS thing is a little tricky, but where else is the kid going to go? Or yes, you were also right. You could have just dropped the kid off at the daddy house and be like, this is your responsibility.
I just think drop the baby off as somebody that's related to the baby.
True.
The granddaddy health, like I said, bring them to your kid's house. That's their sibling.
Yeah, maybe just drop them off at the kid's house or wherever.
And let the kids deal with it.
Let them deal with it. Right. You're right. There's other options they could.
Don't call CPS.
True.
But I guess this is why if there's no better reason to call CPS, this might be a reason. The mama done ran off and the dad is in bad health.
Yeah.
And the grandparents don't want to do nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I don't know. I don't envy your life. Trust me. I think, you're in a tough situation.
What would y'all do?
Please tell us.
Yeah.
But
y'all think CPS is a little too much, or would y'all drop the baby off at the dad's house, or, what y'all think?
I would knock on my kids, though, walk right in with that stroller or the car seat, drop the baby down, it's like, talk to your daddy. Here's your brother.
Yeah.
Bye.
I feel it. Yeah.
I think that's the best. I don't think I would call CPS.
I feel you.
As a family law attorney who deals with CPS a lot, I don't think I would.
I understand that.
Well, you want to know what some of the commenters had to say?
Yeah, what they talking about?
One person said, not the asshole. Let me get this straight, though. No one is upset with the real mom who took off, leaving her child. It seems like all the hostility is misdirected towards you, who got dumped on more than once. You are doing the right thing. At some point, mom is more than likely going to show back up, want the child, and child support. Get away from that man as fast as you can. As far as your kids go, it sounds like they want you to be responsible and support the guy who cheated on you for the rest of your life so that they can enjoy their lives without the added burden. Hopefully, they will wake up and realize this is placing you in an abusive situation.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
Yeah. Let us know, guys. This one is hard.
Let us know what y'all would do.
But that's my job, is to pull the stories that make you think.
True.
That make you battle between right and wrong. Right?
It's a deep one.
Yeah, it is. And next story?
Yeah.
These boundaries, y'all.
Hey.
They just overstepping.
They better stop overstepping their boundaries. Somebody gonna put them in their place.
Yeah, here we go. My mom allowed her husband's daughter to invade my privacy.
Oh Lord.
My mom and my stepdad married when I was 10. She was 35 and he was 47. He was a widower. His wife had passed away 2 years before they met. He also had a 5-year-old daughter at the time. She's now 15. They've been married 9 years.
Okay.
My father was in the military, so him getting more visitation with me really wasn't an option. I asked to go live with my grandparents, and my mom said no. I honestly think she wanted the child support. Her and I do not get along for a lot of reasons. My stepsister doesn't really like me. Whatever. I can't imagine what it would be like to lose my mom at 3 years old, so I've tried to be friendly with her, but it never worked. I'm 19 now, and I am a freshman at a community college. I'm hoping to do well enough to transfer to a 4-year college after this. I just got back home from a trip with friends, and my mom and stepdad were waiting for me.
Okay.
They had my journal out, my private journal where I write my private thoughts, which I keep in my room in my nightstand. So there is no reason for it to be out.
Right.
They wanted to talk to me about some of the things that I wrote. I snatched my journal from them and went to my room. It is a mess. They decided to let my stepsister stay in my room while I was gone, even though she has her own room. She decided to go through all of my things to amuse herself. That is weird. This is a 15-year-old. Like, I could maybe see a 9 or 10-year-old wanting to go through her big sister thing, but what the hell a 15-year-old would want to do with that?
Being nosy.
Just being nosy.
Yep.
I've been trying to figure myself and try new things. I wrote about these ideas and activities just to keep them straight in my head, you know? Anyway, she told her father about everything that I had wrote. They pounded on my door telling me that we are family and that they were worried about me, that I didn't need to keep secrets from them. F that. I had already been talking to my grandmother and she said I could stay with her now that I'm an adult and I don't need my mom's permission. My luggage was still in my car, so I grabbed a few more items and I left. Before I left, I was screaming at them that privacy is important and that I will not be back. They kept saying that we need to talk about the stuff that I am doing in my personal life. I just left. And then I took them up on their very thoughtful suggestion. I posted all about their private lives to my family.
Oh, wow.
I posted how they like to swing.
Oh, wow.
How my stepdad likes to watch younger guys go at my mom.
What?
All the stuff I wish I didn't know. So now they are being gossiped about, and my stepdad is pissed because guys at his workplace now know what he likes to do. My mom won't talk to me. I'm fine with that. She preferred a more conventionally girly girl daughter like my stepsister anyway. My mom and stepdad should be okay with this though, since I only shared it with family. Am I the asshole?
Wow.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah. No,
Not the
you're
swingers.
not. She putting it out there.
I guess they said, we're family. We supposed to talk about everything. Oh, well, let's
Right.
talk about everything to the family.
No, that sister is crazy for going through her stuff and telling the family about what's in the private journal. No, you're not the asshole.
As a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be to yourself, you know. You're supposed to be able to just write whatever in a journal. Like,
Yeah.
it's your stuff.
It's your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think she was wrong for telling the family how the parents are swingers?
I don't
No.
know about that. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you do
But
you.
the parents didn't go through her stuff. The sister did.
Yeah, and then the sister, yeah.
And then
I
the
get
parents
that.
just wanted to talk to her about whatever was in that journal. But the
Yeah.
parents didn't go through her stuff.
I get that.
And she went to all the people business.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
You know, she said
I don't feel bad for 'em.
she told the parents that she didn't want to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And it looked like they were still pushing on it.
Well, yeah, like most parents do.
I mean, but it was in your personal journal. I get it, I guess, but still, at the end of the day.
And it's kind of hard when we don't know what was in there, too, because we don't know if it's something that's harmful to her or,
True.
like, what if she's talking about doing drugs or something? I don't really know.
It's in her personal journal. I don't know, but I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
It could be
deserves to have some level of privacy. Now, of course, you still live with your parents, so complete privacy is not a given, but I do think,
Journal
right, I
privacy,
do
at
think that you
least.
should be able to have your personal space, your personal items. And she's an
Mm,
adult. I don't, it's not like this is a kid and you monitoring your child's activities on the internet. Like
right,
this is a 19-year-old.
right.
Yeah. But like I said, the parents didn't go through it. The 15-year-old did, and now the parents put on blast.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Will the parents put her on blast?
Yeah, she said the parents are swingers.
She put the parents on blast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hmm.
Oh well.
Hey,
I guess not the asshole.
no,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Let's see what some of the commenters have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, not the asshole. You had your own room. There was no reason for her to be in there while you were away. At 15, she knew what she was doing. I agree.
Right.
I am sure she also has her own things that she would like to keep private. I'm sure too.
People never think that way. Like,
At 15, I'm sure she do too.
yeah.
Every teenager I know has their secrets. This is a moment of play, stupid games, win stupid prizes for all of them.
Right.
Someone else said, my mom read my diary and said, if you don't want anyone to read it, don't put it on paper. LOL. That was the last thing I ever let her read. And I was a well-known writer throughout my college career and a poet. Parents create these rifts themselves when they invade this type of privacy.
Mm,
Yeah.
feel that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. But people like to
But
write.
the parents caught us
people
stray a
like
little
journaling.
bit. The parents caught us stray.
Yeah, they did.
Oh well.
Yeah, not the asshole though.
Not the asshole.
Mm-mm.
Let us know what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
The next story is I lied to my parents about my vacation date so that my sister wouldn't come.
Okay. Hey, it be like that.
Hey. My parents had a knack for ruining my plans just to include my little sister. Things are often passed off to me. Last year, I got invited to hang out with a cousin in Texas. My sister was not invited, but she was included in the plans anyways. Situations like this have happened multiple times. I have a vacation planned to Paris, which is being self-funded by me. I was originally supposed to be with an ex, but whatever. At this point, it's a solo vacation. It was planned months ago. My parents have been constantly urging me to take my sister, and I said, nah. I don't hate my sister, but I don't want the burden or responsibility of taking her with me. They've even offered to pay for her, but it's not about the money. They literally drain all of the life out of me every day. I cook and clean, and basically I'm just a workhorse on top of my 9 to 5 internship. One time they waited until I got home at 8 p.m. just to cook them dinner.
That's wild.
I'm always expected to be the family oriented one, but I literally can't be. They're so draining. I planned this summer out to a T. They kept badgering me about my vacation, and I told them the wrong date. I told them it was a week after I really intended to go, and I gave them the wrong airport. I felt a little guilty, but honestly, I feel like I made the right decision. I need some space. Am I the asshole?
Nah.
No, but boy, I guess. Ooh, well, yeah, I guess. What's her plan? Because the parents gonna show up with the little girl at the airport.
Yeah, it's just this flight is not departing at this time.
Well, it might be, but she ain't gonna be on there. Is your
Yeah.
plan, since your trip is a week before that you told your parents,
Mm-hmm.
is your plan to sneak out the house with your luggage and just leave and they don't know that you're in Paris until they see the Facebook photos? Or is your plan to just, I mean, they're going to notice you gone for a week.
Yeah, I think that she didn't care if they noticed after
As long
she's
as she
gone,
gone, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yup.
And I guess they better go try to get that refund for that plane ticket that we know they already bought for the daughter. Nobody got hurt.
Exactly.
Not the asshole. Just a little lie.
Yeah, it's to have your fun in Paris that you funded and just want to have a good time.
I don't know if I would want to go back to Paris. I would go back to shop, but that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
I think
Everything. I've been twice.
I feel it. It's a lot. If you haven't been, you should go. But
The shopping is the best part.
no, I mean you got your little things, but not. I wouldn't be like, let's go back.
Now, I would go to other parts of France for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
France, love it. Paris, I'll shop.
Mm,
But yeah, we going vacation next time. It won't be Paris.
yeah,
We gonna stop in Paris, shop, and then leave.
it's the food.
It's everything.
Oh, well, that's a lot.
It's everything.
I feel you.
I got asthma.
Mm,
They are smokers. They smoke everywhere, indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we already know French people are rude. I mean, it's a known stereotype. They're not really nice people, but that's fine. And the only food that's really good is breakfast because it's pastries. You can eat pastries for breakfast. I love a good croissant.
Hey, that breakfast was buzzing.
Because I love bread. And the French love their bread too. And just being from New Orleans, taking French my whole life, like I'm real comfortable with the culture. It's just there's other better cities in France.
I feel you.
But you should experience Paris if you have never experienced it.
They was putting tartar sauce on burgers. Oh my gosh. I wanted a burger with, sauce, just some type of sauce. It was tartar sauce.
They didn't put barbecue.
I ain't put nothing else.
Spicy mayonnaise. It was tartar sauce.
I didn't even know it was gonna come on the burger until I chewed into it.
You gotta be careful. Yeah. You gotta eat you some fish and chips and call it a day.
Yeah, I should have. I don't know.
He started eating McDonald's the rest of the trip.
Facts.
That's all he would eat.
Something I knew.
You said the McDonald's tastes different too, but you didn't say it was in a bad way though. You said it was
in a bad
smaller,
way. Yeah,
and it was a little different.
Yeah, the burger was smaller, the fries was normal, but the burger was smaller and it tasted a little different.
But at least it was edible and didn't have sauce on it.
Completely right.
Girl, go to Paris without your little sister and be safe, since you're going by your damn self, and have a good time.
For sure, get you a good experience.
Have a little fun shopping. Yep. Go on the Champs-Elysees.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Have a good time. Your sister be all right.
For sure, yeah. Life will go on.
Life will definitely go on.
Yep.
Who do you think overstepped their boundaries the most?
Okay.
Let's go back to number one. My future daughter-in-law lives in the fantasy world, and I'm the main character. I really don't like her snatch this girl daddy.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild and disrespectful.
And read the room. Like, you don't feel when somebody ain't, like, messing with you like that. Now I understand sometimes when you in a relationship and you trying to navigate your place with your significant other's families, you want to put yourself in the family to feel welcome, but it's a delicate balance, right? I understand wanting to forge a good relationship, but girl, begging and crying, yelling, you overstep way too much. Begging this man to have these traditions with you that he has with his kids, begging this man to walk you down the aisle, begging this man to do the father-daughter dance with you.
Wild.
Busting in the office, not knocking, talking about, have you told him yet? Demanding what this man gonna put in his speech. You doing too much.
Oh, yeah.
You doing too much.
No, I feel you on that.
And I think somebody need to check you.
Possibly.
But I understand why the father don't want to be the bad guy, because men don't usually want to have conflict with women.
Right.
Because it just looks worse for the man, right? Let the sister handle it. Would you rate this as far as overstepping boundaries on a scale from 1 to 10?
It's a good 8. It's a good 8. I mean, these are crazy. And I'm talking about a strong 8 too. Like, it's not like
not a strong 8.
Yeah, not a weak 8. It's a strong 8. Some people, of course, there's a lot of stories that we've even talked about of people way overstepping. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the mother-in-laws.
Yeah, right, exactly. But no, these is crazy too.
Yeah, that's such a horrible situation. The next story was the CPS story. Is this your worst boundary one? Like, who overstepped the most? Between let's just take it story by story. Between the future daughter-in-law and the CPS, who's overstepping more?
I mean, the CPS, I feel like it's just a crazy situation to be put in.
Because the husband was cheating with a 22-year-old.
Then he had a heart attack, right? Then he had a heart attack. And then
all that having too much fun with these 22-year-olds.
Hey, yeah. And then had a baby, and then the wife got to deal with it.
I mean, I'm sure what cause a heart attack when you 47 trying to keep up with a 22-year-old.
But honestly, maybe because, I mean, I know he's now he's still capable. I mean, he's not capable. He's injured, I guess, now. He can't take care of himself, right?
I've never had a heart attack, but I could understand they might put you on your knees. I could understand.
Yeah, but he should still make a decision of what he should do with his kid. I didn't even think about it. His brain work. He probably could talk.
But he can't take care of the baby.
Right, so he got to decide what his baby should do.
You need to pick up the phone.
Right, why is she having to
Because he not doing nothing.
Well, that ain't her problem, no.
Maybe she just leave the baby there with him.
Yeah.
He could walk. He just having a hard time.
If he can use a phone and, communicate to his other people, his mistress.
If he
They
could
didn't
get
say that.
about, he just slow, he
Mhm.
all right.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
inconvenient. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It might be even painful. But if he can get around, leave your baby there with the daddy.
That's just a crazy situation, but
It must not be the case though, since she threatened to call CPS. It must not be that simple.
I mean, I don't know
Cause
because
she was
see,
leave the baby with him.
the mama is ghost, right? And then the daddy said, "What?" That's the daddy. And then the grandparents said,
You wrong for that.
"Wrongful."
Mm.
I already said.
Obviously, they
from
had to say
Jump
no because if
Street.
they was coming to get the baby, she wouldn't be on Reddit.
All right, I don't know.
What about the next story with the 15-year-old going through the?
That's wild.
Yeah.
People should be able to keep their privacy private in a journal without people snooping around and telling your parents about it.
For those who have journals, are you concerned about this ever happening to you? Like, is this something that worries you?
Right. Yeah. Do you keep it locked up? I would think you keep it locked up. Maybe somewhere that if
Or
I don't know.
hide it real good. Maybe you hide it real well.
She probably thought that she hid it real well.
The nightstand? That's not a hiding spot. That's a normal spot to put something.
Well, I guess she didn't really expect somebody to be snooping all throughout the room and then finding her journal.
Life lessons.
Yeah. What do y'all do to y'all? Y'all put it
journal writers. Where do you keep your journal?
In y'all's journal?
Let her know. Like, give her some advice on where she should put it.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, invasion of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is more of like a common one, not exactly because everybody doesn't write in journals. But I feel like everybody has experienced some type of invasion like this. If somebody's ever went through your phone or opened your mail, I feel like this is a common invasion that everybody has experienced in their life.
I feel that. Yeah, the phone's a wild one. The mail thing, but
the phone, the diary probably got the same amount of craziness in it. So that's what I'm saying. It's the same kind of level. Yeah, it's all right, baby. Everybody done experienced some form of this. You just learn from it and protect yourself.
I wonder if I've experienced that, like somebody going through my stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like my mama go through my phone when I was little. She used to go through my book bag. She used to go through my book bag.
Book bag,
that was my bag.
Now,
granted, she was looking for uncompleted schoolwork, but I mean, I had my little notes that I was passing in class and that. So she was like, "Oh, so you talking to your homegirls instead of getting that lesson?"
When they folded in a little square.
Don't knowing me, tossed in the bag.
Oh my gosh. I used to pass a little note. Yo.
Yeah.
Back in the day stuff. But yeah, that's funny.
My mom would check my bag. I did all kind of little stupid stuff as a kid. Mom, because I know she watches. You remember when I forged your signature? If you ain't forging, you ain't trying.
Oh gosh.
They used to make our parents sign like our conduct reports a week, our quizzes, tests. Like your parents had to actually sign it and bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I had something I didn't want her to see.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't about to just give up.
So I feel you on that.
I signed her name, sure did.
Oh my god.
And I was 6. Like I've been crafty for a long time. And I didn't get caught immediately either. I was a crafty, smart little girl.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like kids always trying to get away with something though.
Yeah. I think it was like the end of the school year where you just get all of your stuff back. Mm-hmm. And I think my mom just had to like go through it there and was like, "Girl, that ain't my signature."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't get caught. I've been smart my whole life.
Oh my goodness.
And then I just got better at it. My mom had a signature stamp in her office. So when she would pick me up from school and we would go back to her job, I just stole her stamp one time.
Of course.
And
wow.
Got me through all the way to college.
Oh goodness.
And I know she's watching like, yeah, sorry you had to find out this way.
Oh my goodness. It's all good.
I just know our kids, we got to keep our good eye on them.
Right.
Because I'm crafty.
Oh my goodness.
I'm crafty. What about the last story?
Mm-hmm. That's the vacation.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a good idea. I mean, your parents were trying to force your sister to go with you.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Even though she was going by herself though. But hey.
Did your parents force you to have to like do things with your brother, or would y'all naturally just was interested in the same stuff? And
no, really. I mean, my brother did his own thing and I did my own thing, and then sometimes we did did things together.
So let's say you wanted to go to like a friend's house
Yeah, he was probably already by his own friend's house.
Okay, so they wouldn't be like, take your brother with you.
He
Okay.
probably was just already
He
doing
had his own life, had his own friends, had his own, yep.
And my sister too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never no forcing.
Yeah. Well, you guys rate the stories from worst boundary cross to least boundary cross out of these 4. Let us know your thoughts.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely see you in the next one.
All right now.
Bye.